morning, afternoon, evening, forever you're watching. You're welcome back once again to the Mickey Mouse Class, a channel so you're dedicated to demystifying mathematics, making complex problem look easy. Come along, what do we have today? We have multiplying numbers in standard form. Now, a number is in standard form if it can be expressed in the form a times 10 to the power of m. Now, a 1 less than or equal to x less than 10. So a ranges between 1 to 10. Let's take an example. For example, we can be asked to multiply. If you are asked to multiply something like this, a times 10 to the power of m times, let's say, b times 10 to the power of n. What we do, we multiply these two numbers that are here. Then we multiply it by the 10 to the power of m and n, and we add the power of m and n. So let's look at what we are doing. This becomes a times b. You multiply these two together times 10 from the multiplication law of indices. If I have 10 to the power of m times 10 to the power of m, and I add the powers together, so this becomes 10 to the power of m plus n. Let's take an example. You can have something like this: 3 times 10 to the power of 4 times 2 times 10 to the power of 3. Now, from here, the two whole numbers, bring them together. So you have, this is 3 times 2 times 10. This is 10 to the power of 4 plus 10 to the power of 3. So this becomes 3 times 2, that's 6. 6 times 10 to the power of 7. Let's take another example. You can have something like this: 7 times 10 to the power of 2 times 4 times 10 to the power of 3. Now this becomes, let's bring it out again: 7 times 4 times 10 to the power of 2 plus 3. Of course, we add these two powers. 7 times 4 is 28. 28 times 10 to the power of 5. But this is not the answer, because we said that our a must range from 1 to 10, but must be less than 10. 28 is bigger than 10. So what do? We split this 28 in index form, in standard form rather. So this 28 is the same thing as, let me write it here, 28 is the same thing as 2.8 times 10 to the power of 1, because 2.8 times 10 will give us 28. So I put 28 in standard form. The decimal point will go to the left, and when it goes to the left, the power will become positive. How many times did it go to the left? 1. So that is why 28 can be expressed as 2.8 times 10 to the power of 10. So we add this, so this becomes 2.8 times 10 to the power of 1 times 10 to the power of 5. So from here, this becomes 2.8 times 10 to the power of 1 plus 5. So 1 plus 5 is 6. So the final answer is 2.8 times 10 to the power of 6. All right, let's continue. Let's look at this example. You can have something like this: 4.5 times 10 to the power of, let's say, negative 4 times 3.2 times 10 to the power of 2. Multiply these two. Now the first thing we do, we'll bring out this. So this is 4.5 times 3.2, then times 10 to the power of negative 4 times 10 to the power of 2. So 4.5 times this will give us 14.4 times, this is 10 to the power of negative 4 plus 10 to the power of 2. That's 10 to the power of negative 4 plus 2. We add the powers. So from here, this becomes 14.4 times 10 to the power of negative 4 plus 2, that's negative 2. -2. But remember, we said number in standard form range from 1 to 10, between 1 to 10. This is more than 10. So let's put 14.4 as a standard form, in standard form. So 14.4 is the same thing as, take the decimal point 1 place to the back. So it becomes 1.44 times 10 to the power of, since you are moving to the back, the power will be positive, to the power of 1, and we moved once. If you move twice, it will be 2. If you move 3 times like that, it will be to the power of 3. But if you are moving forward, the power will be negative. So this becomes 1.44 times 10 to the power of 1 times 10 to the power of -2. So this becomes 1.44 times 10 to the power of 1 plus -2. So that's 1.44 times 10 to the power of 1 plus -2, -1. All right, let's look at this example. We can have a question like this: 2.8 times 10 to the power of -5 times 2.5 times 10 to the power of -6. Now when we have this, the same thing we have been doing, we bring out these two. This becomes 2.8 times 2.5 multiplied by 10 to the power of -5 times 10 to the power of -6. So 2.8 times 2.5, that will give us 7. 7 times 10 to the power of -5 plus -6. We add the powers when we are multiplying, just like in indices. When you have multiplying two numbers that have the same base, you add their powers. The powers are -5 and -6. So this becomes, our final answer will be 7 times 10 to the power of -5 plus -6. This negative, we cancel out this positive, so it will be -5 minus -6. That will give us -11. So this is the final answer. All right, just like in our usual style, before we go, here's some list of take-home fun. The first one says 2.7 times 10 to the power of -4 times 3.8 times 10 to the power of 6. The second one says 1.8 times 10 to the power of 7 times 1.9 times 10 to the power of -2. The third one says 5.3 times 10 to the power of -7 times 1.9 times 10 to the power of -9. I hope you have enjoyed today's class. We looked at multiplication of numbers in standard form, and we established the fact that when we are multiplying, you multiply the numbers first, then for the ones that have the power, you add the powers together to get your final answer. If you enjoyed today's class, why not give us a like, share the video, tell your friends about the Making Maths Class, a channel solely dedicated to demystifying mathematics, making complex problems look easy. Let me know your answers, or the answers of this take-home form, in the comment section. And if there's any aspect of mathematics you are struggling with, put in the comment section and I'll be there to attend to you. If you are here to subscribe, please kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on wonderful content on the channel. Till we meet again in the next class, keep practicing. Remember, mathematics is fun. See you at the top. Shalom.